Okie dokie. Yep, I'm wearing the shirt today. The holiday sweater to beat all holiday sweaters. We're getting started here in just a second. I see I'm live on Twitch, live on YouTube. Leave that open in case I need to. All right, hey, everyone should be hearing me okay? Hello and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream, youtube.com/Dungeons and Dragons/live, and facebook.com/DDO Unlimited. I'm DDO's Community Manager Cordovan. We are going to be running Terminal Delirium today on increasingly more difficult difficulties, starting with casual. Why? Because I love train wrecks, and this sounds like a lot of fun today. So that's what we're up for. But before that, I'm actually going to give my level now 19 character spells. Because, oh, well, maybe that's why I don't have any spells. My ability score is too low. Can I do level 3? Nope. Well, maybe that explains why. Good build. Good build. All right. Well, hey, there we go. Clearly, I don't play this character much on Caneth. This character is level 18, however. And I believe I even did it the old-fashioned way. Although I guess I just never casted spells. So... I am more of a fighter type here, so I gave myself good con, good strength, good charisma. Apparently not good enough wisdom, but then also, clearly I don't have a wisdom item on, or else I'd be doing that, too. I have a snowball. That's festive. I also have a gear problem. Jesus. I'm sorry to make you guys do this. I need to step out real quick and reset this and go back in, because I have a full inventory full of crap and a bartender right here, so let me take care of that real quick. I'm sorry. We will get to the news here in just a little bit. Not a whole lot to talk about. Things are starting to slow down ahead of the upcoming holiday. But we have a little bit going on, up to and including Festivalt. The coins started to drop last Thursday, and the Jester of Festivalt will arrive this upcoming Thursday, late morning Eastern Time. We'll be sticking around basically through the second week of January, with the coins disappearing. The coins will stop dropping on Monday, January 6th, and then that would put the the 13th. Correct. That is right. Through the 12th, being turned off, the Jester, that is. On Monday, January 13th, coins will stop dropping a week earlier at Monday, January 6th, and the Jester starts on Thursday. Tomorrow should be showing up. So that's what we got going on there. Sorry about that, everyone. I couldn't go in without any open spaces in my inventory. That's true. I might have done things like that. Yeah, I also am aware that I've got some kind of video-audio sync problem on this computer. And it has to do with the webcam, which I think needs an update. Something ain't right. Can't get it to work either. Is that even in sync? It's theoretically more in sync, but super framey. Hey, it got some kind of issue going on. Terminal delirium. Such
From
crazy
upstairs,
quest.
a
We're all
voice.
gonna die.
Today, our masters are free from Kyber. Today, we make Eberron.
Now this is on casual, so we should be alright. Hopefully. We shall see.
Minions of the Lord of Stone together with the minions of the Lord of Eyes? Last time, the Dalkir were defeated because they worked against one another. But now...
Oh, we're not there yet. Clearly it's been a little while since I've been here. Okay. No? And down here. Okay. Yep, that's the one. So the thing about Terminal Delirium is this may be one of the most difficult quests in all of DDO. Reason being is that the Delirium chain has always been over the top to begin with. That's one of the defining characteristics of this particular quest chain. Additionally, it gets a lot of bad rap because of all the beholders and things like that in there that are pretty nuts. And then finally, Terminal Delirium here has some particularly insane battles where you have to, say, for example, suffer incredibly large amounts of light damage, and then you...
They were thwarted for eons, but the forces of Zoriat are now
Well,
ready
you'll
to
see.
sweep across the face of Eberron.
It's nuts.
You must find a way to stop this invasion. Only the Dalkir Lords can command them. The Lord of Eyes takes your response as some sort of acceptance. The mad Dalkir
I love this chain too, but this quest chain is insane. And Terminal Delirium is particularly one of the most difficult quests in all of DDO. So that's why we're going to have some fun having a few train wrecks today. This is on casual, so we'll see how things go here on casual. I am on Caneth today.
Zorian creatures all around. They're all here for a social mixer before heading out for a night on the town. As a servant of the Dalkir, you should mingle. Maybe meet a nice beholder or Medusa.
That actually can be unlocked with a rogue, because that's the fridge, right? The tiles are over this way.
There's no staircase here. It looks like there's work needed to install another way back up. The Caneth crystal is supposed to connect to the control box, but the conduit hasn't been placed yet.
Really? I would have thought. Even on casual, like my isn't good enough, huh?
You've beaten that pompous Caneth crystal into submission. There's no power to these tiles. There must be some way to get power from the nearby Caneth crystal.
Now I'm a tile. So this server property is really funny. It's the same reason why in a few dev environments you can actually get your character flat and everything. It's pretty fun.
It still tries to solve this
Let me
puzzle,
quick
while
hit refresh on
ignoring that the
Facebook
tiles
because
are
I'm not
underpowered.
seeing any of the
It just
Facebook
uses
chat
its
yet, but I know that there is
telekinesis to
Facebook
turn the
chat.
tile
So
pieces.
let me
Turning
hit a refresh, and
endlessly
that should fix that. Let me see what you're saying on Facebook. So probably that is the biggest piece of news, is that Festival kicks off tomorrow with the Jester of the Festival arriving. We do have some new kind of cookie changes this year. For those wondering the when on Reezy Ice Games Midwinter Festival, that should be in probably mid-January, I would think.
A new puzzle. Apparently that's enough for the dead puzzle-obsessed beholder to will itself back into existence.
There we go. Yes, I am wearing a Beholder Christmas sweater. Holiday sweater. I'm not sure that a Beholder counts as Christmas. Unless you're a Beholder and wants a gift. Speaking of really terrible things, I am going to be doing a special one-off on D&D night on DDO stream this Sunday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. This is tabletop D&D using Fantasy Grounds. That's over on the Twitch channel here, and that is, like I say, kicking off at
The tile pieces now link the characters
7
to
p.m.
the
Eastern
control
on Sunday.
They're all powered.
It is a
Powered this time.
holiday
The control panel is active
ish
for you to use.
kind of thing. There we go. And it's called 'Twas the Night Before. And it's going to be kicking off on Sunday. Going to have some special guests, and it's going to be pretty nuts. So there we are. There we go. Nope. It's an officially licensed thing. I can't remember the name of the company off the top of my head now, but I picked it up at, I guess it was, TwitchCon 2015. Got the meat locker open here. It wasn't. What's the name of the group? They're kind of one of the bigger ones, and they do all sorts of like kind of T-shirts and geek shirts and things like that. Fortunately, the name of it is skipping me at the moment. But okay. So, I wonder if we can do the mirror yet. Or the balloon. I think. Yep, here we go.
There's
Alright,
the
balloon is
crate,
next.
but it's empty. The air canister next to it is still full, though. Maybe you can use the air to make yourself a balloon.
So, this is all fine and dandy, except there's an awful lot of spikes and blades. And these things are not good for you.
Air, and you bring it up to the inn's rafters. Take care around anything sharp. You might fall.
If you have a rogue, the rogue can take care of it by taking care of this trap box right here. Ah, darn it. I didn't make it through. That's fine. You do get an opportunity to restart it if you need to. But this is one of those reasons why this this quest is infamous. It is, however, totally possible to do with just some careful planning. Oh, no. Oh, like careful planning like that. We have to do the levers again. Alright, let me get in place here before I give this another shot. Let some of that death stuff wear off. And real quick, get to a couple of questions. Think Inc. sold one? Yeah, it wasn't them, though. I can't remember the name. Is there a way to get premium in-game? You sent in a response email. You can't pick up or sell your items in inventory until you get upgraded. That doesn't... It should have little impact on your ability to pick up or sell items. However, yes, if you send in a ticket to account support through the help menu there, they'll get you sorted out. But basically, if you, say, make a purchase and you're not premium, that's a pretty quick thing for account support to be able to take care of for you. So just send in a ticket through help.sendingstonegames.com and they'll take care of you. Is player housing a possibility in the future? Always theoretically possible. DDO has opted to go for more of a guild airship kind of thing. But is it theoretically possible that something like that could happen in the future? Maybe. We'll see. It's a lot easier when you have a rogue to disable these spike traps. There we go. Alright, here we go. Oh, almost. Well, we are heading this way. Oh, right. Okay. Now we just gotta stay a balloon and go back out. Yeah. Nice. All right. Now for the fun part. This is the mirror room section next. And, yup. This is Terminal Delirium. Yeah, sure, Druids. If you got something going on DDO related on Christmas Day, go for it.
It looks like we are trapped here.
Yeah. If there's no way to get... If you're stuck in the balloon section when it's turned in and you don't have access to a way to get out, then you'll either need to D-door or someone will need to get to you, like with D-door and that kind of thing.
Yep, someone saved us.
So is everyone good? Is everyone out? Or do we still have people stuck in the quest here?
We are out. Yep.
Alright, so we're heading up to the mirror room here then. So, yeah, we have a seasonal event, Blue Fight Milk, called Festivalt. And the idea behind that is there's a Festivalt Jester. It's a mysterious friend of the Coin Lords who shows up, and then you'll find Festivalt coins in chests in Eberron throughout the season. You'll turn in those coins, copper, silver, gold, to the Jester of the Festivalt in exchange for cookies, which all do different things. And that runs through January 5th, and then the Jester himself sticks around like a week later for an extra time to turn things in.
There's a mirror in the back of this room. Your reflection is waving at you. Maybe you should wave back.
What is that? Which emote is that? Oh, kiss.
Your reflection moves and you copy it. But if you're mimicking its motions, that must mean it is the real original and you are the mirror. Wait, monsters are assaulting your reflection in the mirror. Quickly, cross over and rescue your reflection.
This is the hardest part of the quest, possibly the hardest encounter in the entire game. And the reason for that is because we are mirrors, we have got highly susceptible to shattering from blunt, slashing, piercing damage, and we basically have a big boss fight in here. Well, it's more of a wave battle than a boss fight, but you know what I mean. It is not easy. It's very easy to die. So, next week should be my final weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream of 2019. After next week's show, going to be taking a couple weeks off for the holidays, and then I'll be back in the new year.
Is now safe. You thank yourself for your help and hope that you won't need
Should be
your
probably
protection
January
again.
9th.
There's a reflection of the Medusa in the mirror, just standing there, staring. You don't like the way the Medusa's reflection is looking at you. It needs to be taught a lesson. These creatures Instead of flesh to stone, it turns stone into flesh, completely harmless to you. The mirror turned her stone-to-flesh gaze back on herself. She is now frozen flesh. Does that mean the original Medusa is now flesh as well? There, Indara is gone, and so is her impudent reflection.
There we go. Nice. I have not heard of talk of any new sentient jewels. I'm sure we'll do one eventually, but no, at the moment, I have not heard of any
Your
plans
master
to do.
assembles the battlefield out of what you brought. Mirrors to reflect the light, a balloon to affix them to the air, and tile for the dance floor.
Now, the Valkyrie wait on a challenge.
When will we have a race promotion in the game without being Warforged and Blade Forge? Well, the Blade Forge was kind of a big deal.
For the Slither Step Medusas. Will the mortals step up in this contest of humiliation? Let's get it on! 3, 2, 1, dance!
Any word on new mounts? I would expect to see numerous new mounts get released in the coming years, now that we have the mount system in place. But nothing to announce today. Next patch will most likely be... Well, it depends. So one of the things that we're most looking at right now, like today right now, is to work on some of the lag issues that we've been seeing. And some of the other game performance issues. And we've got active investigations underway into that kind of thing. And depending on how that turns out, it's possible we'll have another patch before the end of the year. If we can make progress on that front, we will. And so I would expect to see potentially a patch between now and the end of the year for that. Barring that, though, I think the next patch per se will be in January.
Oh hey, look at this awesome performance by both sides. Now, cut it out, because I want to see someone get smacked to death.
It is a Beholder Christmas sweater. Yeah. I do think we're going to see more races on sale, though, you know, in the coming
Look
weeks.
at how close they are. I'm stoked. You stoked? Well, I'm stoked. Who's going to be the new dance champion? And who's going to eat humiliation pie? Ooh, I think the challenge just died of humiliation. They better come back and keep dancing, or it's all been for nothing.
Man, that sucks.
Yo, let's get this show back on track.
So we need haste at the very least. Does anyone got a haste they can do?
Challenger just run away from the dance battle? He's laughing at y'all.
There we go.
Challengers back in the house.
Do I have a haste potion? I do not. So you kind of want to speed yourself up to do better on the boost here. Do I have, let's see, some general Ghost Riding.
That's what it's about. A play of heap and humiliation.
Roll daily
courtesy of the
dice.
Lord.
Sure. Maybe we'll get lucky here again, huh? I rolled 100 last week. Not bad. I'll take that. Sounds pretty okay, too.
Aw, yeah! We got new dance champions in the house. Delivering the humiliation smackdown with crazy style.
The Lord of Stone has scampered back to Khyber in humiliation. You should speak with your glorious master, the Lord of Eyes. The last
There we go,
Azorian
Gold
creatures
Festival
leave,
coin.
and the fog on your
Nice.
mind lifts. It looks like you succeeded in your original goal, to kick all the party guests out of the inn. Sometimes these bouncer jobs can get complicated.
Right. So Johnny H, like I said, we are actively investigating some things. I don't have anything to announce as a result of that investigation yet, but we do have a couple things that we're pursuing. The reason is I don't want to kind of lead people along until we actually really have, something worth talking about there. But I would say that we are looking at a couple different avenues, and if they prove to be fruitful, and we're able to get that done in time here for the holiday break, I would expect to see some kind of brief patch to address anything that we might be able to do there.
From upstairs, a voice. Today, our masters are free from Khyber. Today, we make Eberron ours.
Grabbing all the aggro, not a good idea. Boom. Yep. Maybe if I chuck snowballs at him, huh? Yeah, Beholder, you can't do anything about a snowball. It's actually not bad damage. I'll take it.
Minions of the Lord of Stone together with the minions of the Lord of Eyes? Last time, the Dalkir were defeated because they worked against one another. But now... This is an army.
So
They
the
were
closest
fought
we
for
have
eons,
toward
but the
kind of
forces
any
of
kind of
Zoriat are
official
now ready to
sponsorship
sweep
is
across
that
the face of Eberron.
we
You
have
must find a way to stop the Lord of
D&D
Stone
night
teaching
on
to
DDO
sponsor
stream.
some sort of
The tabletop
acceptance.
thing
The
is
Mad
sponsored
Dalkir's
by
essence
Fantasy
weighs
Grounds,
on
and
my
that's because we're both D&D licensors, and we're able to just kind of talk to each other casually and be like, hey, basically, you mind kicking over a few codes to help us Dungeon Masters sort of pull this off, and then we'll do a couple of sponsorships every night for that one, for that show. But that's a little different than, say, maybe specifically a like a SSG sponsor thing.
Zorian creatures
I'd never
all
say
around.
never, but I don't really
They're
see
all
that
here
happening
for a
anytime
social
soon.
mixer before heading out for a night on the town. As a servant of the Dalkir, you should mingle. Maybe meet a nice beholder or Medusa.
We do not have that information publicly available, Browsing Monkey, about a post-mortem on the Hardcore League. It'd be so cool to do, but unfortunately there's a lot of proprietary information in there that I think is going to make it a challenge. To release that info publicly.
There's no staircase here. It looks like there's work needed to install another way back up. The Kenneth crystal is supposed to connect to the control box, but the conduit hasn't been. You've beaten that pompous Kenneth crystal into submission. It'll have no choice but to give you its power when you talk to it again. There, the ghost of a beholder who died in this place. Its obsession with puzzles has kept the disturbed spirit from moving on. It still tries to solve this puzzle, blithely ignoring that the tiles are unpowered. It just uses its telekinesis to turn the tile pieces. Turning, endlessly turning.
Go. So we're not yet ready to talk about what we're going to do for the next season of the Hardcore League. You can expect to get a little bit more information about that probably in say, January. Sometime we'll probably have more to say about that. The weekend bonus really for this point forward, and I'll double check that to make sure, but I think it's basically festival through the weeks here. And let me see what other kind of bonuses we have going on. What, if any, other bonuses we have going on. Oh yeah, we do. As a matter of fact, we have a one this week is going to be the Champion Hunter. That's been something that I actually just saw recently on the forums. Some people saying, hey, can we get a Champion Hunter back? And the answer is yeah, actually. Through this weekend, kicking off tomorrow. It looks like we have one for next week then as well. I even see one for the end of December here, so that's interesting.
The Kenneth crystal to the control panel. They're all powered.
So yeah, it looks like we do have some
permanently
things here.
The control panel is active for you to use.
But on top of that, the main one's going to be Festival, which kicks off really this Thursday in earnest. No, oh yeah, Wanatuck. So the producer's letter, no promises at all on the timeline, at all. I will say that it is not going to be before the end of this year. That is, unfortunately, not very likely. We just have too much on our plate. We'll be working on it in the new year, and that's about as much as I want
There's
to
the
commit to
balloon
at
crate,
this point.
but it's empty. The air canister next to it is still full.
Yeah, we did make some adjustments in our most recent patch that were at least in part informed by the Hardcore League death data. There was some real just kind of ridiculous outliers there, so... Pretty good, pretty good, yeah. No, I'm no longer a tile, I turned myself in. And now we're doing the balloon bit. Which is really the hardest part of this. Now, like I say though, if you have a rogue, you can actually do a lot of good here. Not quite. Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that one a lot. No new season passes. Nothing to announce this year. We do have our December deals continuing off. Kicked off, frankly, last week with a pretty killer sale on Blade Forged. So if you don't have Blade Forged and you think you might want one someday, you might want to take a look at that. But tomorrow we're going to have a whole new set of sales kicking off. In addition to our regular weekly sales. Not quite. No, nothing to announce on... so here's the thing about the producer's letters. They are always as accurate as we can make them as of the time of their publication. And it seems like no matter what we do, there ends up being at least kind of one thing that ends up in every producer's letter that just through various parts of the process never makes it. And yeah. So once you die, you can just become a balloon and then just walk over there. So you don't actually need to do it once someone dies. All right, I am ready to talk. Is everyone in a safe place? All right, get yourself in a safe spot then. I would imagine the wish of inheritance will return. How about you, Woody? Are you in a okay place for me to do this? How to the trap maze? Well, just die is one way, and then you'll be ported over to a shrine. But otherwise, you just follow it around. There should be, holes in the walls, and you'll make your way kind of up and around. But if you just run into a blade trap, you'll end up by the shrine, and then you'll be fine. Alright, you good? I'm not going to hold it up any more than that. Alright. Now for the mirror.
There's a mirror in the back of this room. Your reflection is waving at you. Maybe you should wave back. Your reflection moves and you copy it. But if you're mimicking its motions, that must mean it is the real original, and you are the mirror. Wait, monsters are assaulting your reflection in the mirror. Quickly, cross over and rescue your reflection.
Mind blast. So the closest thing we have to a new emote is that the horse does dressage. If you do the dance emote while mounted. So this is the penultimate stream of 2019. Like I say, the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty chill. We really just want to keep some good sales going through the holidays. Keep the game servers in as good a condition as we can. Maybe make some progress on things there a little bit, and just kind of get through the year having a good time with DDO and all of our new content. So I'm not sure that we got a whole lot of great new things to talk about for this week and next, but we do have some good bonuses through the holidays. And like I say, the patch, unless we have a specific thing that we can patch, we may be done patching for the year here. We will be doing, actually, there is one piece of news. We are, because of the sort of game performance issues that we've seen in the last couple of weeks, we are going back to do twice weekly world restarts. So we had one yesterday. Right? Yeah, we had one yesterday. And yes, we did. And then we'll be doing another one on Friday. And so you can expect probably through the holidays here we're going to be doing, unless we do a patch to identify and correct a few things, we will be doing twice a week restarts. That'll be on Tuesdays and on Fridays.
Your master assembles the battlefield out of what you brought. Mirrors to reflect the light, a balloon to affix them
So
to
yeah,
and tile
happy
for the
holidays to
dance floor.
everyone here, regardless of which one you're celebrating.
Now, y'all can't wait on a challenge. To my right, representing the Lord of Eyes. Give it up for the boogie-eyed beholders. Will the mortals step up in this contest of humiliation? Let's get it on! 3, 2, 1, dance!
Anyone got a haste? The other thing you can do is you can actually, like, say, freeze, hold monster, that kind of thing, the enemies.
Both sides are showing us
And
their
that works
style.
too.
We already got haste.
Oh, we do, yeah, yeah. Okay.
We neck and neck and dance bodacious.
This weekend bonus is a Champion Hunter week, so that's going to be basically the non-permanent tables list will be with the Mysterious Remnants vendor. Kicks off tomorrow and runs through Sunday.
Oh hey, look at this awesome performance by both sides. Now, cut it out, because I want to see someone get smacked to death.
A beholder mount, that would be awesome. Yeah. The number of things, wouldn't it be great if we had an X mount? Yeah, very high list. There's a lot of stuff on that
Look at how
list.
close they are.
I think before we get beholders, we're going to have to do owlbears, though.
And who's gonna eat humiliation pie? Yo, let's get this show back on track. I want to see you bust a move and bust some heads.
No, the Champion Hunter week actually means the limited time stuff will be back at the vendor. Things like the bracers and the flasks and things like that. When is the Sharn sale? Probably not for quite some time. It is our newest expansion.
Play a heap of humiliation, courtesy of the mortals.
A raid where there are mounts and sentient jewels in the loot list. That sounds like something that could happen one day.
Aw, yeah!
There we
We're
go.
gonna be dance champions of the house. Delivering the humiliation smackdown with crazy style.
The Lord of Eyes has scampered back to Khyber in humiliation. You should speak with your glorious master, the Lord of Stone. The last of the Zorian creatures leave, and the fog on your mind lifts. It looks like you
Nice.
succeeded
Good
in your
timing.
original
It's
goal,
now 1
to
o'clock,
kick
so
all
that'll
the
wrap it
party
up.
guests out of the
All right,
inn.
so I'll be back next Wednesday for more of the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream. It'll be the last one of the season until I see you in 2020. Hope you're having a great time in DDO. Stay tuned for some cool sales and other things happening this week. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. And I'll get you guys in-game a points code here, too, for joining me today. Thanks very much. See ya.